Kim.
Welcome to the world of ability. My name is Sue Roskoff. We're here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central to find out new things and meet some new friends. And I actually have some new friends in the house with me today, and I'm excited to have a great conversation with them. First, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Michael Santos. Michael, welcome. I am so glad to have you joining us here. And I know you are from Texas and
Yes.
are with Legal Shield. So I wonder if you want to
Yes.
expand a little bit, tell me more about what you all do. Thanks for being here.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for having me here, Sue. I'm with Legal Shield. I'm an independent associate with Legal Shield and ID Shield, which is our secondary service that we offer to people. Uh, and I've been doing it for about a year now. It'll be a year this month, as a matter of fact. And You know what we do. I don't know. You may not know what a Legal Shield plan is. You know, a lot of people haven't heard of Legal Shield or ID Shield, but
I'm
Legal
in a
Shield.
lucky spot where I actually have a couple good friends that work
Okay,
with the company as well. So as this will be a fun
Okay.
conversation. I love it.
Oh,
that's
really?
awesome.
Oh,
That's
neat.
awesome. And uh, and Marcia, she's an associate just like me as well, and I
Well,
think
here,
she's
let's go.
been
I'll bring
on.
her in on the screen here as well. If you want to give
Sure,
a quick intro here, I'll bring Marcia
Sure.
in. Welcome, welcome. So glad you're here with us
thank
too.
you.
This
Thank
is
you.
my friend. She's my colleague from New York, upstate New York, I believe, is where she's from, and we're both Legal Shield associates, and she's on my team. She's one of my team colleagues. We work together. We help each other out whenever she needs it or if I need it. You know, we help each other out, and that's how Legal Shield works. You can recruit a team. You don't have to, but you can recruit a team of associates to support our services that we offer people and to businesses. You know, we offer our services to businesses as well. So, you know, some people may not know what a Legal Shield plan is, but yeah, I call it insurance. I call it legal insurance. You know, that's the technical term for me. You know, uh, even though it's not technically classified as insurance, but it's kind of like insurance in a way because well, Legal Shield they got started back in 1972, and they started out as Prepaid Legal Services Incorporated, and they recently, well, they've been Legal Shield for a while, but you know they're trying to, I guess, get away from the Prepaid Legal Service name and just go with Legal Shield. So you know that's you know a little bit about the history. You know they've been around that long, and then that's part of the reason why I decided to join Legal Shield because they've been around 53 years now. You know, and the services uh, they provide it for everybody, for businesses, individuals, families, uh, everybody under the sun, uh, you know, could one time or another use legal help or advice on a number of situations, you know, and Legal Shield makes it possible because it's affordable for one, and you don't need to pay, you know, the high price of a lawyer because you know lawyers are expensive,
They are.
and it right
Yes.
it evens the playing field for the common person, you know,
Mhm.
to have access to the law when they need it. So you can purchase a plan, you know, outright and have access to a lawyer 24 hours, 365 days a week, you know, a year. And you know that's part of the reason why I joined. You know, was you know not only to make some income, you know, because I'm a retired, almost semi-retired, I guess, Navy vet. Uh, I didn't retire from the military. I only spent 4 years in the Navy, but I needed some extra income, you know, to supplement what I'm doing. You know, besides you know my disability check that I get from the Navy. So that's you know part of the reason why I joined as well. But I really like the services, that Legal Shield provides, because it helps the people that need it the most, and that can't afford it, $500 an hour lawyer, or however much it's going that, nowadays. So, but that's a little bit about me, and what I do. And that's, Marsha's doing the same thing as what I'm doing. She's learning the system, learning how to do things just like me. So, and that's why we're here. That's why I'm here.
Excellent. So, Marsha, why don't you come on in here as well? I'm kind of curious, what is it that got you all started in this? Why did you
Well,
decide to hop on?
I had grandchildren. I have twin grandchildren,
Aw,
and I'm 64, so they're going to be 3 years old. But I help out a lot with them, and so I can work part-time, but then you're in a schedule. So
mhm.
I took the Social Security early. I have been looking for quite some time for something legitimate that wasn't just, data entry at home, something to do from home and supplement my Social Security. But also, I don't have retirement and things like that. So that when I was, contacted by Legal Shield, a lot for me was, yes, the supplementing my income now, but also my residual income in the future. So after a year of doing this, I will always have from any membership anything that I say helping people rather than selling, because it's a great opportunity for people. But then there's always residual income monthly after that, after a year. And so I, started doing it, and they make it so easy to do. Everybody's so helpful. The app that comes with it is it keeps track of everybody, what you're doing. It's really, they make it very easy, for the newcomer. I've never been in sales like that. So, and network marketing. And so, yeah, and I've already used 6.5 hours of the consultation for nothing. It's not a bad thing. It's just a family matter we had to figure out. 6.5 hours. They were answered me back right away. 6.5 hours of consultation I had. So it was useful to me. I can't afford a lawyer. So yeah, so that was great. And yeah, so that's pretty much how it got started with me. And they're all patient, helping me learn along the way. So
That's
yeah,
fantastic. Yeah, because Legal Shield is a great program. Being
it,
able to have legal help at your fingertips when you need it is
exactly.
priceless.
Yep,
Right. Right.
exactly.
Awesome. And so, I'm kind of curious if you guys have any success stories with people that you've helped or anything that's happened in your corner of the world. And then after that, I've got another friend that's joining us here that we can join the conversation as well. But Michael, do you have
Sure.
any success stories you want to share with us?
Well, I mean, just for myself, like Marsha mentioned, she used the consultation,
Yeah.
and I've had success using it as well, as far as, consulting them on a number of personal issues that me and my wife, like one, we had here in North Texas, we have, the North Texas Tollway Authority, which is our, tolling authority for the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth area. And I had an issue with the, being, being delinquent on my tolls that I owe, because unfortunately we racked up a lot of tolls. And so I called up the lawyer, for free. Just I contact him, and then, let them know, hey, this is what's going on. Let them, at the time, I just let them a message, on voicemail saying, hey, here I am. I need some help with this issue. And then within about an hour or so, the lawyer from our provider law firm, which happened to be nearby where I live, here in North Texas, the guy called me up, and he told me what I needed to do, and that it was, he was telling me, oh yeah, the North Texas Tollway Authority, they think they're, you know, you think they're God, they have authority over you, and they're going to try to do this and try to do that. I won't go into all the details, but so that, you know, he helped me. They helped me out with that situation. So that's, you know, that's my success. You know,
That's
success story. It's,
fantastic.
you know, really easy to use the app. You know, it's unbelievably easy. You know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to be able to, you know, figure out how to get legal help. You know,
Trust me. That's the best part. Yeah.
exactly, exactly right.
Oddly enough, we've had a weird experience with I mean, we're in Wisconsin, and that same
Right.
North Texas toll. We had somewhere somehow somebody got a hold of an old license plate that used to be ours
Okay.
Oh,
and ran up tolls in that whole
Oh,
and they're calling us like, oh, you owe big, you know. So
yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're saying as far as that they're not real nice.
and
No,
that
they're
would
not.
go on your record. That's legal stuff,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then
Exactly.
Oh,
if,
yeah.
say, if you didn't answer directly, you figure if they get a phone call or a letter from a law firm with the letterhead, you know, they're likely to not probably bother, you know, to litigate or something over, you know, but yeah, it's things that we don't know. You can just call. It's a relief. Yeah,
Yep.
very handy. A bunch of different things.
That's huge. I love it.
Me too. Me too.
So, and I know, I believe it was through Alignable then that you guys had, or that Michael, you met Kurt originally.
Right,
How
right.
has that been? How do you like the networkings that they have through Alignable? Are there, I'm curious about that program, plus if there's any other groups that you're working with at all.
Okay. Well, Alignable is my main. That and LinkedIn are my
Mm-hmm.
two main networking. You know, I guess avenues that I use. You know, to promote myself and the business. You know, uh, and I really like Alignable. You know, I was on it before apparently, which I didn't. I forgot. I completely forgot. I had been on it through another networking company that I used to work with years ago, and I completely forgot that this guy had invited me. So when I signed up, I'm like, oh, I already have an account, you know. So I had to re-sign up, you know, I had to redo my password and all that, you know. But I already
Mm-hmm.
had an account made up, so I just had to redo my password. So I got on, and I played around with it, you know, looked at the things that they offer, you know, and you know, for you know, I'm only using the free option right now. I don't have the premium option, but I like the ability to get on there and uh, pick and choose, you know, what Smart Connect, you know, to you know that I can join, like in my area or wherever, you know, anybody across the United States, I can visit, you know, I can meet, you know, through the app, and it's real cool. I mean, it's been a good experience. I mean, you know, that's how I met Kurt. You know, I think I forget which Smart Connect it was. Actually, it's been about a month ago, and I think it was on a veterans Smart Connect somehow how we met, and then I told Marsha about it. Hey, you know, I think you might you know benefit from getting on there as well. And believe it or not, there's a lot of us from Legal Shield on there as well
I
because
can.
during the Smart Connect, you'll meet a lot of people from Legal Shield on there.
Oh, okay.
So we're not alone.
Good.
Good. Yeah,
Yeah.
because with all the different networking we do too, Alignable's one that I have not been on
No.
much. I have actually not attended any of the
Okay.
networking events yet. We do a lot with Happy Neighborhood Project. I don't know if either of you heard of
I've
that
never
one.
heard of it. Happy Neighborhood? And is that all
Hap-
over?
Yes.
I haven't
So
heard of that
Happy
one.
Neighborhood Project. So their easiest place to find them, hnpabc.com. They made it nice and short.
ABC.
Okay.
And we actually are part of the co-hosting team for the business to business group on Wednesdays. So we have Wednesday at 1 o'clock Central, but there are meetings throughout the week. And I actually when we all got closed up around COVID time, the networking that was done on HMP was massive.
Oh, I
It's
can
actually
imagine.
Yeah.
yeah, there were so many people on there, and I mean, we grew. I'd say, what has Kurt said? He on LinkedIn has grown his connections by thousands of people from what y'all did with the Happy Neighborhood Project, and
wow.
it's still that you'll meet the nicest people in that group. So feel free to try that out as well.
I will.
Oh, well.
That's
Yeah, I like
That's
that.
definitely worthwhile.
ABC.
Yep, HNP for Happy Neighborhood Project, HNPABC.com.
ABC.com. Okay,
Also happyneighborhoodproject.com, but they just shortened it up to make it simple.
that's
Yeah.
cute. Yeah,
So yeah, definitely worthwhile. There's so many good people there.
that's
Awesome.
great. Yeah, it's great. It's a good learning curve, and then to hear what everybody else is doing. Well, it's a new way. I get. Well, for you guys, I'm really coming in late, but ever since COVID too,
Mhm.
and I love it because older people either providing the service for people, which is great, or for people like me, some people are 78 years old and they're doing this because they can do it from home, or they're disabled, or it's great. It
Yep.
gives them an opportunity,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Exactly.
world is much smaller these days with
It
how
is.
we all connect. Because like you said, I mean, what do we have? We've got Texas, New York, and Wisconsin on the screen right now.
Yeah.
No, it's
Right.
neat. Isn't that cool though? I mean,
Yeah.
I remember the day. I mean, we all, we didn't have any of this stuff. Sometimes I don't
Mhm.
like it, but this is great.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun for us too to
Yeah.
be able to meet people
Yeah.
across. And actually, so
Yeah.
with Legal Shield now, is that just in the United States, or do you guys go beyond the United States?
No, just United States and Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, we're valuable in all 50 states, Alaska and Hawaii included, and Canada. Now the Canadian, I guess, is a little bit different than how it's run down here, but you know, it's the same. It's the same, the same kind of plans, but it's just, with the Canadian laws, it's a little bit different than our laws, so they have to adhere by their, how they do things up there. So, but it's pretty much the same thing. It's just you got to play by the rules of the law where you live. So, but
The nice
that's
part about Legal Shield, they'll know how it all works and they'll do it
That's
the right
right.
exactly
way.
you don't have to understand. Yeah, you don't have to understand how it works. You just know that it does because
Yeah.
Right.
the legal the lawyers, they know how.
Yeah, they set you up. It's amazing. Like, you can call anybody. I called Michael. He helped me with Alignable.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not embarrassed to ask. There's always someone who knows less,
Oh, yeah.
or there's always someone who knows a lot more than me. But
Yeah, right. Exactly.
it's
There's
just
a lot-
great. Everybody just tries
I
to.
mean-
Last week we
Mhm.
chatted for about an hour and a half. Everybody was talking something personal. It was nice. So it's nice. It's a nice
It
setting.
really- doing networking, I think
Yeah, the
when I
network-
first started a long, long time ago, I was very intimidated because I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to talk to people I don't
Oh, yeah.
know, and I don't know how this is going to work. It is so fun. We meet so many wonderful people.
You do. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It's made the world shrink quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And
And
even-
usually, I think about people that that are even those that are stuck at I say stuck at home, like that, that not able to get out and about as
That's
easily.
what I
As long as you
mean.
got-
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what
You
I
get an
mean.
internet
There's
connection.
people that are retired, but they're not disabled, and they're bored or want a little extra, and it's easy.
Mhm.
It's also, you're not, I mean, of course, when you build it, you help to grow
Mhm.
everybody. But if you had to take a sabbatical for a month, something happened, you can pick it up. It's a lifetime, for lifetime, you can sell it as long as you have the membership, and so it's great. It's really been easy.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
I have to remember these videos. But that's nice too. You can go from gardening and you run in and,
Yeah.
It
do
works.
this, and then I'll go back out and then
lifestyle.
I'll get to my phone calls,
Really, and you can't ask for much better than that, really, because you're
No,
able to
it's
do.
great. It's
Yeah.
really great. You'll have the middle of the day. I try to be consistent, but a couple hours in the morning, and then you might have the whole day, and then do 6 hours at night or 2. It's neat. It's nice. You can rearrange your own schedule, kind of. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
So on a typical week, how much time do you guys tend to put in?
Uh,
I'm sure it varies a lot.
Yeah, it varies. I mean, I've been probably doing at least around 30 hours more a week sometimes. Uh,
Yeah.
Probably a little bit more than I should be because I can do other things around the house that I've been putting off. But I need to be a better scheduler for sure. I say I'm going to schedule things more, and I do try to make a schedule, but I don't always follow it. So I got to be more.
That's me.
I got to be more disciplined in that area because yeah, that's one area that I need to work on. Personal development. Like that. It's one of the personal
That's
development
one thing.
things
Yeah,
that I need to
Michael
work
does it.
on.
You do it more he's better at the network stuff. I do it. They help you with leads. They
Right.
actually give you leads, which is amazing because there's no
Right.
calling, there's no pushing, and it's all legal. The company provides them, and somehow legally they have these names and numbers. So I've been pretty much doing that. Michael knows much more about the network marketing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then, I lost balance with some things going on, traveling the last week, and you're just out of the loop. So I try to be consistent. So I can't say 30 hours the last couple of weeks, but
But
10
that's
or
one thing
15.
that's not.
But I
from
see
what I'm
the
hearing-
difference. I got to stay consistent. So
Well, and that's kind of what I'm hearing, the consistency and the dedication, that's what makes the difference here.
Mhm.
Putting the time in and really with any of the things that we do that are, home business style, we all find our growth points, right? There are pieces that
Right.
I know that I've improved on over time, and and we all have our whatever that is. It's different for all of us, right? So
Oh yeah.
whatever it is
Definitely.
that, and we get better. And there's so many wonderful people out there who are happy to
It's
hop
great.
in, help,
Yep.
and
Yep.
Yeah. And some of the people you meet even if you don't sign them up, the conversations are great, and maybe they'll come back or know somebody you can help, or it's nice with just people
Right.
trying to get by and help. It's a good service. So yeah.
excellent. Well, and I believe so. Michael, you said you and Kurt had met on a veterans group, I believe.
I believe so. I can't remember which one. It was one of the ones on Alignable. Yeah.
Okay, because and Kurt, neither of us are veterans, but we actually are ambassadors with a veteran organization. So we work
Okay.
with a group called Project Die Hard, and
Okay.
the whole premise with that organization is to provide hope to veterans and reduce the suicide rate among the population, because I mean
Right.
it's terrible when you
It's
look at
great.
the numbers. And
Yeah.
so the group that we work with, that's the whole purpose, is to make a difference and to help save lives. And it's
Awesome.
amazing to me that that's a needed thing, but it really is.
Isn't that sad? It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Even kids, it's horrible. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. But the vets, they don't get enough help. Our veterans.
And I think about with yesterday being Independence Day, did you guys find fun ways to celebrate?
No, I did it. I'm kind of boring. I stayed at home. I did some.
Celebrated at home. I like it.
Yeah.
I know
I
that's
did
what
some. I did some housework. Got caught up
Mhm.
on some house chores that needed to be done. My wife was working, so I took care of some of the house chores that needed to be done, and barbecued late in the after. Well, it was like 8 o'clock at night. I was barbecuing because waiting for my wife to get off of work. Because she was kind of on call, I guess. So, but no, that's what we did. It's
Very
a
nice.
little different, but everybody has their own
Yes.
way of doing things, and that's how we did it.
Yeah. We just listened, my sister-in-law and I'm visiting my brother and sister-in-law. And we were so tired. We just listened to them out the window. Woo-hoo, I've had a lot of fireworks over the course of my 64 years, so it sounded fine. We just hung in. Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah,
Yeah.
one of our unique pieces, we're actually our water skiers, and we
Oh,
are part of
really?
for years been part of a water ski show. And so that's one of our biggest shows of the year, is on the 4th of July. So So we were in a
Oh,
parade
wow.
in the afternoon, and then
Oh,
it was hot and humid here, believe it or not. But even for
oh,
Wisconsin, it was like pushing 90 degrees and
oh
extremely
God.
humid. So it was a big day. We had the parade at 3, and then we basically got everything in the water, got ready to go. And 5:30, the pre-show started, and our daughter's in charge of that, so she
Oh
got to get
wow.
that all going. Our main show started at 6 o'clock. And then we had fireworks afterwards. So in between that, we had some time, probably hour and a half between the end of the show and when the fireworks started. So our club actually did a potluck out there at the beach, and it
Oh,
was
cool.
a very fun day.
Oh, that's good. It sounds like a long day. That sounds like fun though. Water skiing. Wow.
Hmm.
I never mastered that. I was like a human submarine.
Oh,
That would probably be
Um,
me because I
It's
never
like
have water.
savor. I
well, and
don't
one
know.
of the fun things we do in the summer then too is adaptive water skiing. So we have several events over the course of the summer where we have folks come out that where stand-up skiing is not their best option. We have a sit ski, and we can bring people out on a sit ski and enjoy the sport that we love. And
Oh,
our
that's
next
Great.
cool.
I'll
we
do
did
that.
that a week ago. We had, I think they said 32 participants, I believe, came out. And our next event is coming up on the 18th. So it's coming up quick here, and then a couple more at the end of August. So
That
it's a lot
sounds
of fun.
great. That sounds great.
Wow.
So,
Very
well,
nice.
I see
I
we've got
see.
Mark joining us in the background. I was going to see if I can bring him on in if he wants to say hi. Mark
Hi, Mark.
Balin, welcome to World of Ability. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Good day. Good
Very
day.
much.
Happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy
Happy day
Happy
indeed.
4th.
Happy
You want to take
holidays.
a moment, introduce yourself, tell us all about On the Mark TV.
So, On the Mark TV helps entrepreneurs like yourself become more visible on more mainstream content and more opportunities for people to speak and hear you. So, I'm now On the Mark TV is now combining with Easy Way TV, iDream TV, and Nonprofit TV to where the numbers went from say 250,000 to over millions. And I just raised the family up, and also I'm also partnering with a company called Inspire.world that offers you the opportunity to raise money for yourself, your business, and also any nonprofit or anything that you believe in. You register at Inspire.world and use Mark Balin, myself, as your reference. And Kurt is a partner with me on everything, and he's part of my board of directors. So On the Mark TV is moving right along. So thank you.
Oh, cool. That's
Excellent.
great.
Good to have you here.
Yeah.
There are a lot of stuff going on in your corner of the world. You're a busy guy these days. It's nice that
Oh,
you're
yeah.
able to find a few minutes to hop in here and join us.
Everywhere. And lots going on everywhere.
Yeah. And so, well, and we actually had had a telethon that we put together just over, actually almost a month ago now, and that was to support veterans. So it was the Veterans First Initiative, and Mark was very involved in that. We had a total of 8 hours of programming that we did that day. We had 2 hours with the Disability Channel from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And then we were hosting the second 2 hours being part of our Midwest group here and with Project Die Hard. Mark was part of the group with Phoenix. They had the next 2 hours. And then we had some folks out in Los Angeles that wrapped everything up for the last two. So we had 8 hours of programming, and it's still available online. You can still see it. It's running all the time on channels that are through what Mark does. And also let's see, vetsinneed.org is the website where you can find out more information as well.
That's in need.
Cool.
Yep, vetsinneed.org. And some of the folks that helped get this all created and moving, they're part of People for a New America, and just a really wonderful group of people. And if you're interested at all in knowing more about all that or helping with anything along the way, we're always what are the limitations?
I want a
always
new
a-
America. Okay.
Yeah. Finding it's really the good-hearted people trying to do good things, not political, just
Right.
doing good things.
That's
And then
it.
that's
Right.
what more can you ask
For
for?
no
That
political
truly is.
gain. or
Yeah, correct.
financial gain.
It's all trying to be doing good things
Right.
where it's needed. And
That's
that
right.
organization actually is relatively new. They did, and they're out of LA. The guy who is like the backbone of all of it, he is the drummer for a band called The Sweet, which you may be familiar with. Ballroom Blitz is one of their big. It's one of those,
Oh
if you
yeah,
hear the song, you'd know it.
yeah,
So
I
he-
know.
Do you,
So it
Out of the
really good people. So it's been a lot of fun getting to know the crew that's involved in all this, and just again, I can't say enough good things about
that's great.
all the folks in there that are pulling this together and trying to make a difference for others. You know, it's I don't see
Right.
selfish people in the crew at all. Everybody is
That's
trying to help,
great.
and it makes it so good that way, right?
I think that's great. How long have you been doing all of this work?
Ooh, with Project Die Hard, I think I've been helping out with them for a little over 2 years. Kurt has about a year ahead of me on that. He started because again, that was through networking that they met.
Right.
Brian Gibson is the founder of the organization, and he actually he was in that exact boat himself, where he got a phone call from a friend at that exact moment that had they not called, Brian would not be with us today. So he was in that place himself, and now he has dedicated his life to helping others that are in that dark place and need
Oh, yeah, I
the
know.
help.
Yeah,
So that's where we're like, you know what? How can we not help this cause? Because
well, yeah, we're getting out of that whole compassion. I think our country, we have to get back to that. I mean, we have to stick together. We have to
yes,
help one another and be kind. It's not all about money and politics and
Yep,
keeping
exactly.
up with the Joneses, or I mean, there's
Right.
homeless, there's the vets, there's elderly, handicapped, you know, and the mentally ill. It's just rampant. It's
yeah, helping each other out. I
Yeah.
don't, I'm surprised sometimes at how much happens in our world that we all just have our blinders on and we're just looking
We
at
do-
what this is what I do, and not
Right.
noticing beyond.
or
And
what's
that's
in your area, and then
Yes.
you'll see something on TV somewhere else, and it's not that you were have blinders on, but it is all over. So everybody in those areas has to help, and then we all come together, and hopefully we can get down to some peace and
Hmm?
stuff like that. Yeah. And
Yeah.
right now it's a very scary time, you know.
There's a lot happening in our world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah.
So if we
It's
can
a
do
very
what we can to take care of each other, and like with what
Yeah.
you guys
Right.
do with Legal Shield, that's all about
Yeah.
taking care of people.
Well, that's
Oh, yeah,
just
that's-
it. And the ID
Yeah.
shield too is what we do, and
Yeah.
people getting hacked. That's a big thing now too. And it is it for people that I can't afford a lawyer. I I can't. So and it helps. And of course the different packages offer different things, but yeah, I need all the help I can get. So you know,
We all do.
yeah, yeah.
I'm the same
you know,
way.
It's a relief, yeah. And as you get a little older too, especially, I think, yeah. And it's good to connect with people we don't connect. Even when you
Right.
go out somewhere, everybody's on their phones or in the grocery store on the Bluetooth, which drives me crazy. And they're
Yeah.
talking,
think
and I'm
they're-
going,
you
"Oh,
think they're
hi,"
talking
and
to
they're not
you, right?
talking to me. They're talking to someone
Yeah.
else here. I don't
Yeah.
get it.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
No. So it's
exactly.
yeah, it's really weird.
Oh,
I
I love
can't
it. So,
shop and talk at the same time. I'll talk to people,
Yeah.
but I couldn't do it electronically. And you know,
so now with this upcoming year, where do you see things all going for what you're doing with Legal Shield? Do you go continuing with the networking groups, and what kind of goals do you have for this coming year?
Well, as far as networking, I'll definitely keep, doing networking, um, because that's a good way to, meet people. and potential clients, stuff like that. But I'll probably I don't know. I'll probably branch out some more into some other networking besides Alignable and LinkedIn. I'm kind of burned out on LinkedIn right now. I like LinkedIn, but it's a different
Yeah.
it's a different animal than Alignable, and but I see myself branching out to other more local networking events, in person, as well.
But
That's what I want to do. That's as far as getting the message out, and with whoever's willing to listen, wherever I may be. So that's my plan.
yeah, it sounds like you're very much into the personal connections with people and being
Yeah,
able to,
yeah.
Well,
do
that's
more
what
like
you-
that.
Yeah.
And Marcia, how about you in
Exactly.
this upcoming year? What do you see coming for yourself?
I'm almost the opposite of Michael. I've been doing a lot of the leads, which is easy, because you're just sending information out, chatting with people. So I'm kind of going the opposite. I need to do more networking and learn about that, and, getting cards and I'm not ready to really speak at a place, right now. But just getting, like cards out, networking, trying to talk to more people out of my house, and just getting away from the easy texting and sending information thing. So I'm like the opposite of Michael, really. I don't know if Michael does the leads. They're so easy. So I do
Yeah, no,
those, but
no,
I
I
need
still-
to commit.
I still use them.
Do you? Yeah.
Just not. I kind of laid off about a month of them, so
Yeah.
I got a new set of leads. I'm going to work tonight or
Yeah.
tomorrow.
I have to
probably,
learn
so.
some. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So just keep learning. And then, I have to learn more about networking and getting interrupted, but then staying consistent. That's my thing. I get
Yeah, 'cause
interrupted.
one thing that's kind of fun about that I've learned with networking is the more I talk about what I do, the easier it is to talk about it and be able
That's
to.
what I've heard. Yeah.
Right.
Well, you guys are so easygoing on this, I would talk in front of people I know, but I'm not quite ready to like have an open house somewhere.
Mhm.
I'll get there, I guess. But yeah, this is
That's where you guys should try out then the Happy Neighborhood Project. It looks a lot like this. We used to use Zoom all the time, and now we're utilizing a platform called Go Brunch. I don't know if you've been to any networking events yet on
Go Brunch?
GoBrunch.com. Mm-hmm.
and anybody can do it. Sign up.
Yeah. It you just show up. Yeah. So gobrunch.com. And then if you go to that Happy Neighborhood Project website, there's a tab for events and it's got all the links right on there to make it super easy. They've got the
Oh,
calendar
okay.
of events for the week. And here, actually, I could do something fun here. I can pull that up and see what they've all got on there right now. Yeah, let me share my screen. You guys can see what it is. I like sharing it out just because it really is a very easy place to go and meet great people.
And do you find like then people just want to be part of what you're doing, or they give you? I guess networking just to meet people and get the word out about what you're doing.
A lot of it is because really getting to meet and it's not always. It's often not the people you meet directly there that you end up connecting more with. Some of that particular organization I have found where people are saying, well, hey, you do this, I know a guy, you got to meet my friend over here,
Right. Right.
Right.
Referrals.
that ends up being the referral piece of it. So this is their website, and if you go to their networking events,
Where
they actually have a 24/7 networking lounge that
okay.
It's hit and miss
Wow.
if you find somebody there. But if you need to have a meeting with somebody online, you can utilize that as a free space to go and have a meeting.
Oh,
You
really?
can just
Oh,
somebody else to
really?
join you there. Oh, heck yeah. It's amazing. They do
So you
posting.
that's true. You could just ask 4 friends to join on,
Mhm.
and then okay.
So that's really nice. And then there's meetings throughout the week. There's even a posting party, which I have found to be extremely valuable. Posting
Yeah.
parties It's where like if you have a LinkedIn post that you have that you want to share out and have it more eyeballs seeing it, that is the place to go. Go to that meeting and then have a post ready to go. Everybody at that meeting shares with each other what their post is, and then you go and make a comment and tag people, tag the whoever, like say I have a post that I'm putting out there. You would go and comment on my post and tag me on it, and we all do that to each other's, and then suddenly a bazillion more people have seen your post than would have
Oh,
if you just
wow.
posted yourself.
I need that to learn. I'll watch.
Yeah, Kathy's the one that leads
And
that
then-
group. And she does so good with explaining how it
Awesome.
works and helping people to be
That's
to be
Mondays.
the place where you can expose what you're doing to more people.
Yeah, that's on Mondays.
All the times listed here are Pacific. So Mondays at 4 Pacific, and then on Tuesdays they've got the HMP Global Group, HMP Women, and that truly is women only. Sorry, Michael.
Can
On
I take a
Wednesday-
Snapchat of this?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Do you mind if I take a Snapchat of the whole
Oh.
list?
Feel free.
I have to
And-
go.
And
Sorry.
actually, hey, let me see if I can see.
Oh, don't worry about it if it's a problem. I'll
You can
just
do
write
whatever you
down.
like with this. Yeah. happyneighborhoodproject.com/networking is the website here that where
Okay,
this is all
okay.
listed.
Thank you. Okay.
Let's see. And then on Wednesdays, this H&P B2B group, that's the one that we host. So if you if you make it to that one, you'll see me and Kurt on that one.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. I'll
Thursdays,
definitely check the site out.
that would be
Yeah,
awesome.
I could use that help with the posting. I don't know anything, how to do it well so that would be great. And then the Wednesday with you guys again.
And then on Fridays, they have a worldwide event, and Edwin Edebury is the guy who started all of this. And he is our CHO, Chief Happiness Officer. And
That's
I like
cute.
that.
really, really interesting backstory and why things are, why he does what he does. And he is the one that hosts the Friday event. So that would be another really good one to go to. But gosh, like I said, the number of people we have met through Happy Neighborhood Project, I can't say enough good things about the organization and the people you'll
Cool.
meet when you're there. And so it's definitely worthwhile. And let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and put the link to where that was in the chat to make that handy.
Oh, good. Thank you.
So yeah, feel free to come on and join, and anybody who's watching this, join us on there. It really, you're gonna meet some great people. That's all there
Cool.
is to it.
Cool. Great.
Right,
So
I just-
I got switching gears from the business side. I always like to ask a little bit too about, because people like to get to know each other. What is something
Right,
that you
right.
like to do just for fun? Is there because like with us, we do water skiing all the time. Michael, what do you have any things?
Well, I like to watch NASCAR. That's one thing. That's kind of like a
Okay.
hobby. I'm not into it as much as I used to be, but I like to go fishing. That's one thing I like to do. Go fishing. Just being out in nature. Anywhere is. I prefer to be out. Among nature. That's
Absolutely.
That's
one
me.
of the things I like to do. Whether it's on a river or a lake or on a walking trail somewhere. That's what I like to do.
Excellent. Okay, and I gotta ask, when you go fishing, is there any particular type of fish that you like to go for?
Bass fishing,
Bass.
Oh,
and,
yes.
or
Striped
catfish.
bass. Yeah.
catfish too. Yeah,
Oh, catfish. Those are scary.
nah, they're easy to catch.
Aren't
Tasty.
those the ones under the rock
Well, yeah,
where you go in and
they're the bottom feeders, but
that's scary? Yeah.
they're pretty easy to catch if you.
If you know,
I use worms, so that they like
Mhm.
worms.
that works. That works. I haven't fished in a while.
So Marcia, how about you?
Yep. Yeah, I like to do gardening. I don't have a garden now, but my sister-in-law does. So we've been doing this for days on and off. But yeah, I like stuff outdoors. Walk, like hiking, walking, swimming when I can. And then of course I have the grandkids. And that's kind of it. you know, and then this has kind of been the new hobby to try to get into this a little bit. I used to ski. I wasn't great, but I love that stuff. It's harder to do with my knees or whatever now. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Gardening, plants I love, and things like that. So not very exciting, but
No, now you said ski. Is it water skiing or downhill skiing?
no, downhill. But not,
Downhill?
I was olive oil. That was my nickname.
Oh.
Yeah. But I loved it. I love being outside. I don't care. I love chopping wood. I love, you know, I like working outside. So anything
Cool.
like that. But I'll be on the bunny slope with my grandkids when they start. That's what I'll do. I'll be the
Perfect.
holder in the lodge, you know. The sea
And
holder.
actually, downhill skiing, that's what I grew up on. My dad
Did
actually
you?
worked at the ski hill, so I was downhill skiing all the time.
Did it help on the
Wow.
water for water skiing?
I think so. I think
You
it did.
think balance? Yeah.
Just at
I
least
think
to,
it's so cool.
yeah, I think having that as a background,
It
I don't know
helps.
that it made all the difference, but it helped.
That's so neat to watch those the water skiers, the excellent water skiers. It's neat.
Yeah, yesterday's show was a little, it was just enough wind and everybody was exhausted already from being outside in the heat all day. It
Oh
was
yeah.
not our best show, but
Yeah,
it was
it's not, it's
still
a lot
fun.
of work, right? Like balance and I would imagine. Physical
Yeah, because
work.
actually, we were short on people too, being a holiday. Not everybody makes
Right.
it there. So
Right.
I had the pleasure of being in a 4-high pyramid. We lost some of our
Oh
people,
my God.
make it all the way up. But yeah, it was that's
Oh,
you can
wow.
imagine that.
Oh my gosh. Are you on top or
I'm in the middle. So we've got the guys on their skis, and then I'm the next level up. So I'm a second tier, and then we've got 2 girls that go third tier, and one little one that goes up 4-high.
Oh,
my
wow.
God. I always wondered how you get down from those.
You climb up and you climb down.
And you hope to climb down instead of fall down, right?
So
Exactly.
you do that on water
I
skis?
can't believe you do that. I
Oh,
can't
wow.
believe you do that. That's amazing.
Somehow
It's fun.
I picture that as that one song by the the girl group, where they're all water skiing. Well, they're showing
Oh, the
water skiing.
Go-Go's?
The Go-Go's. There you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
The Go-Go's,
Nice.
yeah.
yeah, the Go-Go's from the 70s or 80s.
That's the age,
I
right?
forget the name of the song, but they were singing the song on the video, and they're all show the water skiing, and that's what that
Yeah,
reminds
I'm gonna
me of.
look that up. I don't know if I've
Yeah.
seen that.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember the
it's from
song.
the 80s. Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah.
Belinda Carlisle and the Go-Go's.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
Belinda
forget the name of
Carlisle
the-
and the Go-Go's, and they were
You had to
and they
go-
were singing their song, and they're all water skiing. There's 5 of them on a water ski team, and I'm sure you've seen it, Sue, because it was huge on MTV in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yes.
Did you have to
Yeah,
Google
it's
that?
Belinda Carlisle and the
Mark?
Go-Go's.
I'll be looking that up and refreshing my memory on that.
Him and his
I
donuts.
was gonna say,
I
he
think it was
Googled
the
it.
song Holiday.
That
I
was the bring
think.
donuts.
He had to look that up. Come on.
And I know I see we've got a couple more friends joining us here as well. I'm gonna get them in to introduce themselves and join our conversation here. And let's
I'm
see.
just gonna go check and see if I'm needed.
Yep,
Be right
you're
back.
good. So first I will go ahead and bring Benjamin in. So good to see you. How are you?
Nice, thank you. And you too, Sue. How you doing?
Very, very good. So
How is
just
your-
go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody, and then Lamar, I'll bring you in just a moment too.
Okay.
But Benjamin, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just I was joining to introduce Lamar. Lamar is a very good friend of mine. He also owns
Excellent.
a non-profit international educational establishment, and I will let him, do the honors of explaining, introduce himself. So I just wanted to kind of quickly introduce himself because I have some other meetings, but I know I need to connect with you and Kurt around 4 later on today. Is that correct, Sue?
I believe you are correct. Actually, now that you say that, yes. Sorry, it was not on my mind right at the moment, but thank you. Yes.
Okay, so good to see you all, and I'll let Lamar, introduce himself properly. Yeah.
Okay. Greetings, everybody. My name is Lamar Callahan. I'm here in Tampa. I do run a nonprofit. It is one of our programs is international, and I'm here to learn. I was invited by Benjamin, as he said, and Sue, I do know your husband, Kurt.
Excellent. That happens often.
Yeah.
Very, very good. So, well, do you want to tell us a bit more about your organization?
Okay. ASA has two programs. One is Cover Veterans, which provides transitional housing. We have two programs. I get them mixed up at times. Transitional housing, mental and emotional counseling, and job assistance for homeless veterans right now just in Tampa. And our other program is tutorsforyou.org, where we provide professional live online tutoring for $5 an hour internationally.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
So thank you.
So
Very
now
good.
Lamar is looking to expand, to promote, and to just spread out the word. And I thought since you also have, this community of a nonprofit organization, I believe, Lamar could really do with collaborating with you and, taking it from there. Yeah.
Excellent. Well,
Very
and
good.
actually, Michael and Marcia, I can hand it back to you for just a moment so you guys can introduce yourselves to the gentleman that just came in, so you guys all know who's on the screen here. So, Michael, why don't you go ahead?
Oh, okay. Hi. My name is Michael Santos, and I'm an independent Legal Shield associate from North Texas. That's who I am. That's what I do.
Okay. Good to see you, Michael.
Nice to
Yeah,
meet you.
Michael. Hello.
Hi.
And Marcia, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself as well, please?
Yes, Marcia Brower. I'm an associate with Michael. So we're on kind of the same team and help each other out. And yeah, we sell prepaid legal coverage, affordable legal coverage, and support for
Okay.
people. And ID Shield as well that can't afford a lawyer. So
Right.
it's sort of, helping people out to solve their problems without, I can't
Like
afford
a
lawyers, so it's great, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
that's, we try to help people in that way.
Great.
But
I've heard
that's
a lot about the ID Shield, the Legal Shield. Yeah, great company. Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't advertise on television or anything, so then,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
our own business
Yeah.
Yep.
and we promote for them, so I'm learning, so,
Great. Awesome.
yeah. But that's great.
Beautiful.
Everybody needs to help somebody,
So
Mhm.
true.
Yes.
yeah.
That's
And
pretty
I be-
much what Tutors for You is about. With us, I'm a former teacher myself. I mean, Sue, is it okay to speak a little bit?
Sure, go right
I didn't mean
ahead.
to cut in. That's why I asked.
Yeah,
You're
Um,
good.
I'm a former teacher, and when I was teaching and as a professor, I would tell the families that they need a tutor, and the ones that had financial issues didn't get a tutor because they just couldn't afford it. And so with Tutors for You, what I've done is I've lowered the cost to $5. I have a deep sense that every student deserves an excellent education. And all of our tutors are actual teachers. So it's a win-win-win situation that all the families pay only $5 an hour per class. All the students want to learn, and so they're getting excellent education because all of our tutors are experienced teachers. And so it's just a matter of people getting the word out that we exist. Because I hear it all the time. Oh, geez, I'm paying $25, I'm paying $30, I'm paying $50, I'm paying $60. With us, we have over 100 courses from accounting to zoology. We have teachers all over the world. Some of the classes are accounting, 32 different languages, singing, dancing, social media. There's over 100 classes. I'm not going to name them all, but it's just a thing of being able to help families where they are financially and giving them the education. That's what I was thinking about with our teachers. We have over 100 teachers around the world. We have 16 doctors. One's a medical doctor, one's a mental health doctor, and the others are PhDs. But overall, doctors are teachers with 10 to 40 years of experience. So we've been around for 3 years, but we've got an excellent program. It's just a matter of people don't know that we exist.
Right.
Gotcha. And
And
what
it's only
kind of age range of
$5.
students do you work with?
From preschool to adult education.
So
Wow.
all the way, okay.
That's great.
Very
Yes.
That's another
Website
thing.
is,
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I interrupted. I didn't mean.
Oh, no, I was going to answer your question.
Oh, no, I was saying that's another thing, you know, with I remember my children, my daughter tutored people. One of my older son had to be tutored. And it's not everybody can afford that either. I mean, we have to start thinking about all of these opportunities for those that are less fortunate and have less means to do it, because their brains, the children you're helping, are just as good as anybody else's, you know, and
Right.
education needs to stay, you know.
Right. Well, you figure with the cost cuts to education,
Oh,
and
please.
then, you know, I literally, I come across families all the time that are paying 50 to, well,
Yes.
tutoring can go as low as 25 to $400.
Mhm.
But you find those people that are paying higher amounts and they learn what we offer,
Oh.
and it's, geez, you only charge $5? Yes. You know, we're a nonprofit. I'm not trying to make $1 million. I'm trying to educate families. So that's the motivation.
Excellent. I love it.
If
Well,
you end up making $1 million, it's still worth it. All the effort you're putting in.
Right.
It's not easy. Yeah.
Honestly, it's all praise to God.
Yeah.
I don't do this for myself.
Yeah.
yeah, Mark, why don't you come on in?
I didn't get to, he came in just now, so he doesn't really know what I do, but I want to let Lamar know definitely about Inspire.world, because you want to
Yes.
sign up and register Inspire.world, because it's going to raise a tremendous amount of money for nonprofits. It's going to be the largest fundraising organization in the world. I'm a big part of it, huge part of it. And there's no out of your pocket. They create websites for you. They create swag for you. They create a store for you. And all you do is push people to your website, and you get half the profits, and there's no cost to you whatsoever. And on top of that, I own my own television network called On the Mark TV. And I'm also now part of On the Mark TV, I Dream CTV, Nonprofit TV, and Easy Way TV. So there's a lot of exposure for someone like you who's offering such little money. That's ridiculous. Those are like overseas prices. I know what Kumon charges. I know what, like my kids came from Indonesia. I know about what the tutor charges in Arizona are, and they're astronomical.
Yeah.
Yes. Please. How do I get in touch with you and get some help?
You can
Yeah.
find me on LinkedIn, Facebook, through Sue. Sue, and I even have a theme song because of Sue. So I have an On the Mark TV theme song. So so it's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm very connected to Sue, and for some reason, Smiling Kurt's not on camera today, but Kurt and Sue, like, they're familiar. So so just reach out to me on Facebook, LinkedIn. That's my name, and you'll see exactly what I'm doing. And sign up. Like, you should be signing up on Inspire.world right now, because it is literally free money. And I'm being dead honest. It's free money at no cost.
That's great. Okay.
Inspire.
Do it again.
Inspire.world. It's an orange website. It's run by a gentleman named Dan Barrett. And if you have any problems or any issues or any questions, Dan will completely connect with you. And I put all the information in chat.
Okay.
Back to you.
Thank you.
So that
you.
Inspire.world, right? .com.
I'm sorry?
Inspire.world. Yep.
World.
Inspire.world. It's an orange website. I posted it. It's all in the chat too.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's all there for you guys to, see and believe. So it really is. And I've been working on them for a while, and Sue knows, and Sue has met Daniel. So she knows that everything we're doing is very honest. Daniel's a gentleman that lives up in Chicago, was a VP of HP World, very prominent businessman. The people that run this were very prominent businessmen. They got all their funding, got everything in place, and they're just trying to help people, period.
Okay.
Okay, I see you also help churches, schools, nonprofit. That's great.
I help everybody. No, you
Right.
have to be a nonprofit. You don't have to be a church. You don't have to be. There's no rules. There's nothing like that. You can sign up as Michael Santos or Marsha or Lamar or Benjamin, and just as an individual, and then you delegate the money the way you want to send it. You can actually you can register twice by yourself and also your web and also your organization. The thing about your organization is, like Lamar said, he has all these people, like all these doctors, all these teachers, all these people. What he does, he gets all those people to start posting on their social media about Inspired.world, and
Right.
and every time right now there's going to be about 500,000 products under the buy. Right, by December there'll be 12.5 million products.
Wow.
And we were supposed to go international by next year. I was told 2 days ago we're going to be going international by next month.
Yeah. So my question,
That's how
Mark,
big this is going to be.
yeah, it's great to know about your organization, but I mean, you help so many people. How do you raise your own fund to help them? How does that?
By pushing people to the website. That's it. You just the website. They create the website for you. They create the swag. They create. Let's say you like book bags, all right? Like with the like Lamar. So he likes book bags. So he creates a bunch of. You tell him I want book bags. You give him your logo. They'll create all these book bags. And every time somebody buys a book bag, let's say a book bag costs $20. Every time someone goes on that website and buys a book bag, Lamar gets $10 and they get $10. And Lamar gets to keep the money, tax all his money. It's all his money. And he didn't create the book bag. All he did was give the logo. That's all he has to do, literally, and just push people to the website. So instead of people buying on Amazon, instead of people buying everywhere else, they're just buying off of his website.
Right.
And it's pure and you get pure profit. It's a 50-50 split, period.
That's cool.
So it's huge. It's huge.
That's great. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right. And Sue and Kurt support, I don't know, 80 billion nonprofits. So yeah, so that's their, like, they just do. And even their water skiing events are nonprofits. So they're like the nonprofit king and queen of the world. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, they're amazing couples, Sue and Kurt. Yeah.
They're very endearing.
I can put my
They're the epitome of the
Actually, if you want,
Wisconsin charm.
I can share my screen for a moment if you want to see what the website looks like, just to get a quick
yeah,
view.
yeah.
Here it is. So this is what it looks like when you go to inspire.world. This is what you will see. And there's info on here. And if you click on that shop now button, I have one up here where it's specifically for the company. I've got their generic one at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Got their logo on here. They have tons of different things that the same thing with your logo. When you sign up with them, that would be your logo on there, and it shows this particular item costs the consumer $21.80, and
Right.
$2.90 of that goes back to your organization from that purchase. It's right
Wow.
on, so you know immediately what the group is going to get, or the person, or whatever you're supporting. It shows
Wow.
right on there.
The
What
website would be called, what's Lamar's company name? What's Lamar's name of the company? What's the Tutors for what?
Tutorsforyou.org.
For
Okay,
you,
so what happened was
IOU?
your website. No, let me
Yes.
explain. You have your
Tutors
okay.
for
Let me
You.
explain. You have your business website, tutorsforyou.org. Okay, you have that website. This has nothing to do with that. What happens? They create you tutorsforyou.org.inspired.world. It becomes a separate website, and they're buying from that website. It's not like they're buying T-shirts from your personal website. They're buying from a website that they built for you, that they created the swag for you, that they created the store for you. They create it for you, and then they're buying from that website.
Yes.
Okay.
And half that profits goes directly to you. So if you want to call it, if it's under Marsha Brower, it's under Benjamin, it's the same thing. It could be Marsha Brower at Inspired.world. And then what happens is Marsha
It has
gets the
to have
money.
your name.
Delegates it.
Okay.
It's a separate
So-
entity from your own business.
What I have to do, I'm sorry, is it okay to, is what I have to set up two separate accounts because our
They do it.
cover, okay, so one
They
for
do it.
Tutors for You
Here's what
and
you
one
have
for
to do.
cover veterans.
All right, here's what you have to do. You have to get your. Do you have a board of directors?
Yes, it's
Okay,
me.
so you have to. What you have to do is you want to contact Daniel Barrett, and Daniel Barrett will, just like he did the other day. Sue knows he just did it for Steve Wagstaff, Wagability, right? Wagability. So what Daniel does,
Swagability.
right? Wagability, right? Wagability.
Starts with an
So
S. Swag.
oh, okay. Oh, okay. So swagability.
Yeah.
So what happened was Daniel got on Zoom with Steven and the board of directors from that company. All right, that nonprofit, and then Daniel explained the whole thing to them, and then the next day they signed on.
Okay.
So he would do that same thing for your organization. We set up an appointment, set up a Zoom call. You get on Daniel's calendar, which is available on our website. Get on Daniel's calendar. Daniel will set up a meeting next week or so, whatever when he has time. He'll set up a meeting with you. He'll talk in front of your board of directors. And I haven't seen that's what it's 100% batting average. He's got about 1,000 batting average. Every single time Daniel speaks in a room, it's the people sign up either that same moment or moments afterwards.
Okay.
Because you're talking directly to someone who's on the board of directors of Inspired.World and the man who connected me.
Right.
Which all
Okay.
connected, yeah. Which is the original connection was Bob Holmes, the one-man volleyball team.
Oh. Okay.
Who's been supporting nonprofits for 40 years, playing volleyball. So it's. I don't want to take over Sue's meeting, but this.
No, you're good.
There's a lot of nonprofit. There's people in this room that need Inspired.World.
Yeah, so my question, Mark, I see it has to do with website, people purchasing and people getting commission. How do you help, like, say, churches and schools?
The same way. Let me tell you about miracles. So what happened was on Monday, because if you look at my my social media, it's all over the place. But on Monday, I wanted to contact all these clergy, right? Because he says, Mark, we want to support churches, mosques, temples. I said, okay. So lo and behold, I go on my LinkedIn, and all of a sudden there's like 1,000 clergymen on my LinkedIn. I didn't type in clergy. I didn't type in pastor. I didn't type in Catholic. I didn't type in Christian. I didn't type in anything. And lo and behold, like 1,000 clergy people were on my LinkedIn. So what I do? Connect. And I'm a premium member, so I got to connect with about 500 or 600 people, and then what I did is I flooded LinkedIn with the information from Inspired.World.
Wow. It's
So
that
and then I clicked so many times. I've been in withdrawal for the last 5 days, so I'm not able to link up with anybody on LinkedIn. Unfortunately, I can't connect. I can just follow, because once you hit your maximum, you have to wait till the following week to be able to do more. So I'm kind of in withdrawal right now. So because I am a social media monster. But here's the thing: the ads that you can go on my social media, you'll see the ads. There's like a 60-second ad, and it's now showing on Easy Way TV. It's now showing on Nonprofit TV with Anthony Sorelli, a friend of the family, a dear friend of the family, and with this family. And and then also it's on iDream CTV now, and it's on Connect to Your City. So it's on it's on multiple streaming networks.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
It
I know a lot of
sounds like
people.
you're doing a lot of the work for, yeah. I don't know
I
what I'm
just, so
doing.
I don't have no. That's the thing. The matter of fact, the CEO just came out last week. He goes like this. He says, and I'm not tooting my horn. He goes, you know what? When I first met Mark and he was talking about this guy Larry, he goes, I was a little leery. I was a little like, man, I don't know what's going to happen. Now 2 months later, he's like, who is this guy? Why do we have so many people contacting us? Why are we getting like 100, 200 people or every hour like contacting? I'm like, I don't know. I know people,
Yeah.
and I just flooded social media with it.
Okay, so you're saying the people you listed there, the churches, the schools, and the nonprofit, it's not limited to that. You also help businesses, right? You
I help people. I help personal. You. It has nothing to do with your nonprofit. It has nothing to do with church. They help everyone. Like you can put the information under Benjamin, and then you can delegate the money the way you want to. They're
Right.
also doing it so you can help your business. And here's what the thing. They're helping you help your business, and then you can take your money and donate. Because what they are is they're a bunch of Christian faith people, but it has nothing to do with religion. It's just their beliefs. They're very, very rich people that worked in Silicon Valley, made millions and millions and millions of dollars, and now they're giving back.
Okay.
And just,
Okay.
just like okay.
That's the clincher.
Wait, no, real fast. Wait, Jeff Bezos tried to do this 10 years ago with Amazon Smiles. Okay, but here's what happened. He went on. He was a typical greedy businessman. And I'm being honest. What he did is he went on Amazon Smiles. And he says, okay, what you can do is you can partner up with Amazon and sell product on your nonprofit up to $5,000, and he cut it off as a limit. So it's not something new. Nothing's new, guys. AI has been around 40 years. Nothing's new. Okay, there's new things, but this has been done before. And the problem was he cut it off at $5,000. So no, it was $5,000. Nobody, people like 20, 30 people signed up and lost interest, right? But this guy with Daniel and his crew, no, they got me. They were slow too. It took them 8 years to get to this point. When they met me, they didn't have somebody like me. When they met me and I met Kurt and all these other people at the right time, it was the right place, the right time, and the right motion. And then boom, it just took off like crazy.
Amazing.
Wow, that's great.
Right. And then all of a sudden they met me in April, and all of a sudden by the end of April, they had their funding. And then at the end of May, they got more. At the end of May, they got more funding. And at the end of June, they got more funding. So that's why they weren't supposed to go international until June of 26. They're now going international as of next month.
Wow.
Yeah. So I see that you're recording this because I like to share with a couple of my friends. Is that okay? I get the
Absolutely.
Share
Yeah,
it with
we're live on YouTube right now. So I'll grab that link and I'll put it in the chat so you've got the direct link to this.
Share it with the planet. Go on, sign up, and then post it on your social medias. Sign up, post it on your social medias. Sign up, post it on your social medias. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your cousins, tell your aunts, tell your dog. Tell your dog to start barking. Inspire World, Inspire World.
I got no dog, sorry. Maybe Lama
Right.
has a dog. So Lama,
Whatever you got. I don't care. I don't care if it's a camel, a llama, or a chicken. Just teach them how to say Inspire.world.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'm
have to
signing up right
follow up.
now.
God bless. It's the best. I'm going to tell you right now, it is the best move you will make this year by far. I promise you from the bottom of my heart.
So just quickly, is it US based? I mean, which countries?
Yes. Okay, hold on. That's what I just said. As of it was US based in North America, Canada and North America, US based. Yes. As of today. Now, by the beginning, I think of either we're in July, August 1st or September 1st, it will be international, but still sign up. So you're on the list. As soon as international opens up, boom, you're there.
Okay.
That's
Okay, so yes, and I'm not going to tell you, but it was supposed to not be till June of 2026 for international. It's now going to be like July of 25 or August of 25. It's right. They're already working on it. They already have connections to do Africa. It's just a matter when it is. It's the matter of money. It's a matter of the currency. The currency when they're giving away the profits, when they're giving away their 50%, they have to be able to get the money to a place like Jordan or Syria or
Right.
Indonesia or China or Japan, and then they just have to work the currency stuff out. And they're working they just found a bunch of people that can do that, and I know people too.
Wow,
So
that's
just
great.
One other question, like for Michael and Marcia, they're into Legal Shield. How do you help their kind of businesses?
We don't. You can't help Legal Shield because Legal Shield is not it's a business. You don't own Legal Shield. You sell Legal Shield as an affiliate.
Okay.
You don't I could do it with the owner of Legal Shield, right? Like I could do it with the owner of Melaleuca, but I can't do it with people. So if you work for Legal Shield, keep it separate.
Okay.
Legal Shield has nothing to do with Inspire.world. Legal
Right.
Shield is you're an affiliate.
But it's great. What a great.
As an individual, you can sign up and raise money yourself
Right.
and direct it
Right.
wherever you would
Don't
like.
Don't sign up as Marcia Bauer Legal Shield. Sign up as Marcia Bauer, period.
Right. Right.
Guys, I was part of legal. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time. I was at conventions for Legal Shield 5, 6, 7 years ago. There's a huge, monstrous law firm called Davis and Meyer in Tempe, Arizona, that represents all of Arizona for Legal Shield. I know all the major players at Legal Shield. They're out of what was it? No, was it not Kansas, Missouri? Missouri? No, I forgot the state. I think it was in Midwest somewhere, Missouri or someplace, or Minnesota, someplace. I don't know. But yeah, I know I've been around a long time.
That's great.
Yeah, it's an MLM, but it's a good one.
Great.
Okay. So what you're saying now is like if Michael wants to utilize your service, he has to go as a separate entity, right?
Right, because unless Michael Santos owns Michael, like like Sue Rockoff owns World Ability Podcast, right? Or I think she owns something. Okay, she represents a lot of people. So so what happens is Sue Roscoff can go in as Sue Roscoff, period. All right, but she probably won't because her husband's on the board of directors. So it's like it's like taking profit from Dairy Queen. You work for Dairy Queen. You know when they say don't be an employee, Sue's kind of an employee of Inspired.World, so she doesn't count. But I'm talking about the rest of you guys. So, like, yes, so she can't go in as Sue Roscoff. But if Sue Roscoff has her own business, she can bring her business into it. Otherwise, she just uses a personal entity.
Okay.
Right.
Now,
Can't bring Legal Shield in.
okay.
Can't
So,
bring Melaleuca in. You can't bring none of Liverpool. You can't bring none of those MLMs in.
okay. I have a personal business. Okay.
That's when you should register.
The Agape Connection, I can bring that in, right? I can bring that business in.
Is it your own personal? Is it an LLC under your name?
Yes.
Yes.
Based in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes, because Canada's part of it. Canada's part of it. North America. So you're already good.
okay. So what I do, I provide the service as a business process analyst for local businesses.
Well,
So
this is okay. You guys have to understand this. You can use this money. I'm not going to tell you. You can use this money to support your own business, because the more you support your own business and the more money your business makes, the more you can donate. What they're looking for is people that own their own businesses, right, and have businesses, or that's their main, or nonprofits, so they can. So I'll give you an example real quick. So there's a gentleman named Doug Plank, played for the Chicago Bears. Big time guy, 46 defense. So now I've signed on Doug as a spokesman for Inspired.World. So now what Doug is going to start doing on Monday is we're going to create a video, all right? This professional video where he's talking about Inspired.World. And we're going to take that video, okay, and we're going to share it with all the high schools, football coaches across the country. So Doug is going to become a spokesman for Inspired.World towards football coaches all over America. So it's not Doug, it's the football coaches. So it's helping athletes, and the football coaches, 99% of the times, and Sue can vouch for me on this, 99% of the times, the only sport that really makes any money for a school is the football program. And then the rest of that money trickles down to everything else. Okay? So if the football coaches are starting to raise money with the cheerleaders and the boosters and everything like that, then all the school benefits from it completely.
Right.
Okay, so you have to start at the top, and the top is football coaches.
okay. Yeah, like my sister-in-law is a basketball coach, and she owns a summer camp that's kind of
right. All right, and we just connected with Charlie Smith. No, what was her name? I'm the coach. She used to coach Iona Prep and Ohio State, and she used to be coach for Ohio State, and she's part of us now. So we're doing a big event for her. I think July something, 19th or something, like Kurt's involved. We're doing a big event for her, and a live event for her in her home state, and then she's signing up for. She does, yeah, and then we're signing up her, and then to coach ASU basketball. We signed up all those people. So you're the coach of the basketball that should definitely sign up, because I guarantee she has no funding for her team. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and she has a summer camp also. So that's
right. Perfect.
Funding for the summer camp, basketball summer camp.
Right. And what happens is, what she's doing is she's telling these kids to do three things. So I was a kid too. She's telling these kids to do three things. 1, ask mommy and daddy. 2, have a bake sale. 3, have a car wash. the usual nonsense that we did as kids. Kurt, how many, Sue, how many, she has a 16-year-old daughter. How many car washes, bake sales, and all that other nonsense have you done in your
A
lifetime?
lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
And
chocolate,
instead of baking
chocolate sales.
cookies, right? Instead of Sue coming out of pocket, going to the store, baking cookies, using her electricity, using her ingredients, using all her stuff, and then selling a cookie for 15 cents. You instead now, that's why Inspired.world is replacing all that nonsense. And it's not nonsense, it's just all that
Right.
extra effort and all that cost. That cost disappears. Sue doesn't come out of pocket. Sue will never have to come out of pocket again for her daughter's organizations because she'll be able to use Inspired.world.
Right. That's great.
Okay. So you give me ideas, now I'm going to contact a lot of my friends. So do you have like a short, Sue is laughing. Do you have a short,
I love it.
like a video clip, a short one?
Go on, okay. Go on to my Facebook and go on to my Sue. You should have it. Share the commercial. Sue has it. We shared it lots and lots and lots of times.
You got it, Sue?
Give me
Yeah.
a minute. I'll look it up while you guys are talking.
Okay. And then
Okay.
Mark, I see two numbers here, 4803955.
That's mine.
That's
Call
yours, right?
Daniel. 847, the Daniel number. Daniel's out of Chicago. Call is 847 number, whatever it is. I'm 480. Call him. Call Daniel.
Oh, Daniel is 847, right? And you are
Yeah, Daniel's the guy. I'm the messenger.
okay.
I'm Gabriel. I'm Daniel's Gabriel. I'm the messenger.
Okay. I like that.
I'm the messenger.
Okay. I definitely will give you a call because
We're all in the Bible, brother. We're all in the Bible. So
Yeah.
I am Daniel's messenger.
okay, great stuff. Because you got me going. I have 10,001 questions, and maybe after this call, I might still have some more questions. I can give you a call. Is that okay?
But you're just so I want you to do your due diligence, okay? But I also want you to do me a favor. Go onto my Facebook, go onto my LinkedIn. I post it every single day. You'll see all the posts, you'll see all the videos, you'll see everything I do. I post constantly on Facebook, constantly on LinkedIn about this, constantly.
Yeah. And you know what? I know Sue and Kurt. I mean, we've been friends for how long, Sue?
Couple years? I'm trying to think. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
5 years now. And I know, once you're on their show, I trust them. I know I mean, you've been collaborating with them for a while now, so that's kind of enough for me. You know what I mean? So I kind of trust and respect them in that
Well, I
way.
can tell you right now, guys, I'll give you just an example. Project Die Hard, okay,
Mhm.
with Brian Gibson, he signed on. Jason McNamara, No More 9 to 5, he signed on. I'm pretty sure Jay Stoyan up in Toronto with TDC, he signed on. I mean, you can't even imagine how many nonprofits and everybody has signed on. There it is. There's the commercial.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'll shut up.
Purchase these items at a store, at the mall, or online. At Inspire.world, we feel there is a better way to shop. Thanks to our revolutionary model, we are able to take the same money you spend and create a social impact with each purchase. Now you have the power to determine where the profits from your everyday purchase go. We create a free, white-label e-commerce site for schools, nonprofits, churches, and youth sports teams populated with millions of products. For example, when items are purchased from your child's school site, 50% of the profits go back to your kids' school. Inspired.world is creating a culture of fundraising where organizations such as your kids' school are constantly generating revenue simply from consumers purchasing items from that school site. Please visit our website to learn more.
Great.
Owen freely admits question after graduate.
Excuse me.
Yes, Masha?
Go ahead.
I have to, when is the next time this thing, I'm gonna have to get off. I need to help some of my sister-in-law. When is the next one of these? This was wonderful.
We'll be back here. We're here every Saturday.
Every Saturday. It was such a pleasure. Thank you so much. And I learned a lot, and I'm gonna have more and more questions. Thank you so
Excellent.
much. It was
Beautiful.
wonderful to meet you guys.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you for your time.
Nice
I
meeting you,
really-
Marcia.
Thank you so much.
This is one of many they do. You should, if you hook up with Sue or Kurt, you'll find out that they do like 800 of these every day.
Okay, yeah, I'm learning through Michael. too.
Literally.
I'll probably have to pick his brain later or tomorrow or
Yeah.
something. Well, thank you all. That was wonderful. Thanks so
Yeah.
much.
Take care, Marcia.
Thank you, Marcia.
Thank you.
Yeah, our Saturday events like this, you never know what you're gonna get. It's you guys are amazing. I love all the connections that get made here, and people learn, people grow, people find new resources that that you didn't know existed before, and it's fun to be able to share it all out. So, do you guys? I know Benjamin, go ahead.
Mark is muted. I have a question for him.
Go ahead.
So,
Is she gonna mute me?
Yeah. So
She's hesitant though. She's very hesitant to unmute me. So
Yeah.
believe me, it took a lot for that finger to hit that button. Trust me.
So I love the information, the quick short information. So basically, it's based on sales on the internet. Now, so that school will have to be selling
On
some-
your site that they created for you for free.
Okay, so how, like, I mean, for schools now, I'm just thinking, what do they sell? You know, it has to be cookie, t-shirt.
When was the last time you were on Amazon?
Sorry?
When was the last time you were on Amazon?
2 weeks
When was
ago.
the last time you bought something from Amazon?
2 weeks ago.
Okay. I'm pretty sure, and we all do this, I'm pretty sure you don't ask Amazon where they get their products from. So what happened was this: there's thousands and thousands of retailers creating all kinds of product all over the world. They have the same access that Amazon has. Amazon did not create this stuff. Now they do because they have their own product. But in the beginning, they were just using distributors. So the same thing that they had access to, Inspire World has access to. Right now, they're offering 500,000 products that would be on your website. By December, there'll be 12.5 million products.
Okay, so you now help to drive traffic to those websites, right?
That's all you have to. It's the same thing you do every day, sir. You drive people to your websites, except now you're driving people to two websites: your website and Inspire.World's website.
Okay.
You double the pleasure, double the fun.
Okay. And then you guys do all the work, right?
Unless you want to do it, because they'll hire you. I mean, if you want to get a job, but no. Yes, it's no work. All you do is provide the logo. They do the rest.
Provide the logo and they do the rest. Okay.
Your main number one, you have one job and one job only: to drive people to the website. If you don't get people hitting your website, then you're gonna make if you drive people to make, if you have people buy $10,000 worth of product on your website, you just made $5,000 for doing nothing but pushing people to your website. If you push people and they buy $100 worth of product, then you just made $50. It's everything takes energy and effort.
Okay. So you provide the logo, you create the website, right? And
I don't do anything.
no, I mean,
I'm lazy.
Inspire.org create the website and drive people to your website, right?
Okay, do me a favor. Here. Hold on. I'm gonna have Sue bring hold on. Hold on. Let me pull something up real fast. Hold on.
You're good. Yeah, because I can share a
No.
screen that shows what it looks like if you like.
Okay, do me a favor. Type in onepath.inspire.world.
Coming up. All right, let me
Now,
share
this
my
is a friend.
screen.
Onepath.inspire.world. It's Khalil Sullivan's website.
All right, so when I type that in, this is where it brings me. And
No,
you want me to go ahead and
show
go to the shop now?
Here, let me send you the link. Hold on here. Here, hold on. Let me send you the link.
Oh, I think I goofed. What did I miss?
Copy is here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to show a one
That
path.
link.
There we go.
That
I
link.
did it wrong. Perfect. Okay, let me share this one to you guys.
Now, this guy talks a lot and hasn't really getting much done, but they built his website and he says, he keeps telling them, see, there it is. So that's his website that he says he can't get on. But see, look, so this is what he wanted. He has a certain style. So he wanted tank tops, he wanted sweatshirts, he wanted hoodies. You know, he's a young man from. So he like hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, mugs, there it is. You know, things like that with his logo on it. But then you have access. Then you have access to the store. And by the way, like instead of you going to Priceline to book a trip, now you can go to your website. You book the trip. Now listen to this. You can go to your website, book the same trip, book car travel, book the cars, book hotels, book everything on your website. And instead of you going to Priceline and paying Priceline all that money, you can go to your website, buy the same trip, and let's say it costs $1,000. Guess who just made half the money?
Whatever that profit is, because like if you can see on the screen right now, if I bought this particular mug with his logo, it's going to cost $9.20, but $1.70 of that goes back to the organization. So it shows you right on the screen what the
No,
donation
that's not
back is.
updated. It's actually $4.60. It's half of it. That was a generic website they made for him. It's not the complete, like when it actually, the mug actually costs like $15, $20, and that's like a generic one because he doesn't follow up. But the actual real websites are much better and 50% profit. That's just giving you a general idea what's like a certain website would look. But he did not create any of those. He did not create that tank top. He did not create that sweatshirt. He didn't go out and, you know, he's not stocking. He's not doing anything.
So they make it very, very simple for people to do
Make
well.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about people who they already have an established website, right? Like I have a guy, he sells bags, storage bags and all that. He created it from the scratch and he has a website.
That's different. You have, like I said, like what I'm saying to you, let me explain. I'm just trying to tell you. So everybody, if a man has his own personal website where he's selling his own personal product on it, that's his website, great. But now he opens another website that says blah, blah, blah.inspire.world, and he's selling he could tell them, hey, I want a bag on there, right? And he can even he doesn't want to sell his own product on that website. He just wants to sell very simple product that people will buy.
Okay.
He wants to sell, but it's not about the t-shirts, guys. The t-shirts are minimal. There's an entire, all you do is say, hey, look, guys, look, instead of going to Amazon, and Amazon might get mad. Who cares? There's lots of websites other than Amazon. Instead of going to Amazon, instead of going to Temu, instead of going to Etsy, instead of going to all those other Walmart, instead of going to Macy's, go to my website and buy the exact same product and help me raise profits. Help me raise money.
Okay, so what they have to do now is to tell their friends to redirect whatever purchases they will have done on Amazon.
You don't have to tell friends anything. All you have to do is you'll have a link and post it on social media and say, look, buy from here. Help support my cause. Help support the cause. Buy on this website. You don't have, of course you can use friends and family. Of course you can use other people, sure. But you could just do it yourself with social media. It's not like the old days where you got to knock on your friend's door and say, can you help me sell cookies for the Girl Scouts? No, you don't have to do that anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
You just go, you take that link, like that onepath.inspire.com, right? So what he does is he takes that link and he puts it on all his social media and all social media in general. And you can put on TikTok, you can put on Instagram, you can put on everywhere, anywhere where people's eyeballs are. You could post that video. What I do is I put inspire.world, I put all the information, where to register, and then I put the video with it. And I just post it.
I love it. I see the wheels turning.
So Lamar,
Yes, sir.
Any ideas? Any light bulb?
Well,
Any aha
I
moment?
just hit submit for Cover Veterans. I've done it for Tutors for You.
God bless. And Lamar, if you have 10 organizations that you support, register all 10 organizations. Seriously. Just make sure
Right.
you have board of directors, you have permission. That's all. If it's your own personal entity, you don't have to ask permission. But if you're on a board of directors, if you have a board of directors, get permission. Because when they signed the paperwork and everything, when they signed, when the money starts coming in, you can't just be nefarious about it, right? It has to go to a certain place. And you have to make sure you're not getting, corrupted or stolen from. The money has to go to a certain, bank account. And when you want everybody right on the same page, trust, right? You trust.
Right. I'm set up where I have different bank accounts. I'm the executive director. I make all the decisions, and all of our business accounts go to the business accounts.
There you go. They register all of them. Knock yourself
Yes.
out. Register them all. There's no limit. No limit
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that's taken care of. Yeah, they're
Daniel-
both signed up.
Daniel will love it. Trust me.
Thank
They're
you.
they got a guy named Sean over there. It's the IT guy, and he's just going crazy. He's having a lot of fun. He had to take a week off just so he could go. He was building that. I was giving him websites at 9 o'clock in the morning. He was having them up by 11.
Wow.
Seriously. He's knocking out 20, 30 websites a day. And I know with AI, it makes it a little bit easier, but that's why most of these websites look generic right now. Because what happens is there's like 500,000 products. Now what happens is they now have car rentals, television, they have all vacations, they have all that stuff. They just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So the websites are going to look spot on within the next short time. And by December, you'll have 12.5 million products that people can purchase from your website.
Pretty wild.
You'll make a lot of money in 25. You'll be rich in 26.
Our nonprofits can use the funds. Yeah,
There's
we
no
can use the
rules, guys.
funds.
I've asked them. They have never said, Mark. The only thing Daniel's ever said to me in 3 months, Mark, no people that are nefarious. That's the only standard he has. We don't want anybody to stray. I was talking about somebody that called me. We put up Khalil's website, and he just called me.
Oh, nice.
I really think I am connected to God. I swear to God, because every single time I
There's a
talk about
connection.
somebody. This morning, seriously, I was on the phone with Anthony, and I go, man, I really want to introduce you to Eric and Maureen. And like all of a sudden, like the phone rings, it's Eric, and Eric is on a conference call with Maureen. And it's like, oh, there it is. And it was like the four of us were like 2 seconds later. I'm like,
Amazing. Go ahead.
Papa, no, I'm just saying. I mean, what was the one where I don't want to say Beetlejuice.
Well, we do have a couple more friends joining us here. I want to give
Papa
them a moment to
John.
say hi. Santa Papa
Pizza.
John,
How you doing?
welcome.
We want pizza.
Well, really, go to my website. We have a fundraiser with not Papa John. Sorry.
That's okay. No relation. No connection at all. Hi, Sue. How are you?
yet.
Sorry
Not
I'm
yet.
late.
Great.
Not yet.
Was helping the wife do something, and then I realized I'm going, holy moly, I better jump on and say hi.
Aloha,
hola.
Aloha.
Marianne's joining us as well. So actually, Santa, you want to say hi real quick and tell everybody what you all do, and then Marianne will do that next.
Oh, I can do that if I can, I'm
just
Santa
lost her.
Papa John, and I make people smile. I create happiness, joyful, positive videos all around the world. I create videos. I do storybooks. I do cookbooks. I do coloring books, t-shirts, all about creating a wonderful memory that you can share with family time. Can you imagine Santa reading a story to your children, and I say their children name in that story? That's talk about positive family time memories for everybody. So there's the short version. Sue, back to you, sweetheart.
Awesome. Thank you. Glad to have you here. And I can vouch for Santa. He's the best. Y'all know that already, but he's amazing.
Got a quick question. Santa,
Yes.
are
Yes,
those real white bears?
it's real. It's there. It's been
Can I
there for
put-
about
can I put-
14 years.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Finally meet a real Santa with real beard.
There you go. Absolutely.
That's good. Nice
Love
to
it.
meet you. What's your real name?
John.
Okay. Oh, yeah, John. Papa John. Okay, cool. I'm Benjamin. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Benjamin. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Benjamin?
I'm from Canada in Quebec.
In Quebec.
From
I'm
Quebec.
originally from the west side of Ontario.
Oh, yeah?
200 kilometers from Winnipeg.
Oh,
Okay, I
nice.
got Santa Papa John on.
There you go. Marianne, welcome back. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, please?
Hola from San Carlos, Mexico. Happy 4th of July. I just gotta say the boys are back in town. Jet skis showed up outside my apartment complex here. The captain came over with a sailboat. He put the dog to the vet who got a chip in her system. We're taking care of business, and it's hot here. Hot. And they're doing construction here. We got new tile in the pool, and they're doing something upstairs. We got family here, and it's all good. And I got a new neighbor, and his friends brought jet skis down. So the boys are back in town.
Beautiful song.
Yeah, I sing it too loud this morning. So, but anyway, we got the pool. We got people from Tucson down here. We're cooking, having fun, and learning different stuff. We're Americans in the city of San Carlos, and happy 4th. And thank you, veterans, for being of service and protecting our freedom. And great to be here, and looking forward to things that are going to be happening with On the Mark. Working on my book series. We're editing. And Lori Barth has been wonderful in Hawaii to help us edit some of these new book trailers. And I just want to share with you some of the things that we're finding out with AI. They're not punctually correct, Santa Papa John. And we have to redo a lot of this stuff. And I'm grateful that I have people who are editing the books and doing this. And thank you so much, Santa Papa John, for showcasing them. And so we're still finishing them up, Mark. And you saw the book trailers. We'll get them over to you, and looking forward to learning more with the nonprofit organization to help us fundraise and get these acts of kindness series out there. So I've been playing a lot with some funds and sailing and working on these projects, and so grateful to be here. And Leon is in Las Vegas. Okay, Leon McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation is in Las Vegas. He's with my friend from a Unity Church of Hawaii who lives part-time there. They called me last night. They're having fun. We're so go out and playing this weekend, Sue. That's all I can tell you. But he is doing fundraising with David Osborne and the Bellagio, hotel, and we'll see what happens. That's all I can kind of tell you. So that's our update for a 4th of July weekend. Aloha. Hola.
Thank you so much, Marianne. Glad you're here. So again, her website, actsofkindnessseries.com. You can find out all the things about what she all does there. So there's good stuff. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please do. And I know Santa, Benjamin, go ahead.
Marianne, is her website on the chat?
I will put it in there.
Sure, absolutely. I just wanted to share one other thing. Last fall, I was at the not Hawaii Yacht Club, the San Carlos Yacht Club. I met Rob, and Rob interviewed me, and I just sent it to you guys as an expat in Mexico. So I highlight everybody, the World of Ability, the Disability Channel, because this was what, 6 months ago, and we were getting into Christmas. So Santa Papa John, I highlight you. So they just sent me the stuff. It's gorgeous. There's me being recorded, live and audio to listen to. So I just want to give a big shout out to Rob too, with other people doing these podcasts and highlighting everybody who's all involved. So the website is www.actsofkindnessseries.com. Now the books are written for animation movies with sign language characters and a soundtrack by Lucy Lynch. And Sue, if you want to play, that would show the book trailer. And we have 4 books, one for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and we finished climate change, dedicated to Leon McLaughlin, who usually joins us at this time, but he's in Vegas. He's so go out and playing. So that's all I can tell you. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas is what I heard. So we'll let him give you the update. I know he's with my friend Bob. That's all I can tell you. They called me last night. So it's a lot. It's very hot here. It's been very busy the past couple of days, and I'm so grateful for being here. So thank you again for veterans with our freedom and everything like that, and the World of Ability podcast. So go out and play is our tagline. I'm Marianne of Waikiki, and aloha.
Muted, Sue.
For the love of water, World Water Year. Join us as we celebrate World Water Day with the 4th book in the Acts of Kindness series by Marianne of Waikiki. Meet Robo Motivation, a brave robot delivering clean water to schools worldwide. Alongside Waterflow the whale, our deaf ocean hero, they show that every act of kindness can change the world, one drop at a time. Plus, meet Pollination, the inspiring bee championing sustainability, and Mr. Penmanship, the Emperor Penguin, urging you to stand up for climate change by writing to Greenpeace. Powered by Lucy Lynch's Love is the Only Way. This movement reminds us that love, kindness, and action create waves of change. This book is dedicated to Leon McLaughlin, founder of Clean Water Foundation, Seattle, Washington, USA. All U.S. classroom teachers can request copies for every student through DonorsChoose.org. Support a classroom, build a future. Get your copy today on Amazon and visit actofkindnessseries.com. Unite for the love of water.
Oh my goodness, and I was muted. I'm so sorry. Thank you. So actsofkindnessseries.com is where you can find more information about what Marianne is all doing. I am seeing that we are coming up on the end of our time here. I'm gonna just go around real quick. If you guys want to share last thoughts and how people can contact you, perhaps, I would love to. I really appreciate each and every one of you coming in and joining us today. This has been amazing. Benjamin, can I actually start with you if you want to just share any last thoughts with us here?
Yes, I just want to thank you, Sue, you and your husband for the amazing, system you've put together, and the amazing people I've met, Santa, Mark, and Marianne and the rest of them. I'm really glad to have met you guys, and I will be, I have your informations. I will be contacting you guys and connecting with you guys on social media. Mark, I will contact you also. You really got some things going, in terms of how we can help different people, nonprofits and schools and churches. And yeah, that's great stuff you guys are up to. Yeah. Thank you very much for having me, Sue, and you and Kurt. So over to you. Back to you, Sue.
Excellent. Thanks so much. Lamar, I'll pass it to you next. Any last thoughts for us?
don't hit your finger with a hammer. No, I'm thrilled to be here. And I just put my information in the chat. Mark, I signed up with you. I signed up with you on Facebook, sent you a little message there. I'm thrilled to be here. This is great. I look forward to being here next week, if
Awesome.
it's okay.
That'd be great.
Thank you. Everybody have a blessed day and enjoy your weekend, and peace and blessings.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lamar. Santa Papa John, I'll pass it to you next.
Wow, thank you, young lady. Hey, sorry I got caught in the last little bit, but hey, folks, it's all about sharing smiles with people. You know, you never know the backstory, so I'm on a big mission.
Turn it down.
Share a smile with someone you don't know today, because the world's smileology will build one smile at a time. And I do custom stories, I do custom videos, and I can help you. Santa Papa John, thanks. Back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Always good to see you. Marianne, next, over to you. Last thoughts.
Well, you know, it's hot here in Mexico. I'm sure it's hot around the world. Stay cool, stay safe. And so go out and play if you have the opportunity to do so. But be nice and be kind. And Santa, looking forward to following up with you in your Monday podcast. And Mark, I've got a meeting with Tuesday with Sean. So we'll be regrouping. And anyway, the boys are back in town. That's all I can tell you. And the boys are in Las Vegas. Okay. You're going to have to ask Leon and Bob about Las Vegas. That's all I can tell you. They're not here. Boys are back in town. Aloha. Everybody be safe. Thank you, 4th of July.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Mark, final thoughts?
Thank you for all the love, and thank you for all the time you gave me to listen to me. And I hope to God that Inspire World just takes you to imagination places that you've always dreamed of and wanted. And God bless. And let's all raise money for the causes that we believe in.
Yeah, just one quick question for Papa John. You said you do custom stories and videos. Do you help people write books also?
No.
No, okay.
No, I create stories, but I don't help people do stories.
Natalie J. McQueen. Natalie, 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 J, and McQueen, just like the actor. You'll find her on LinkedIn and Facebook. She's one of the biggest. She's a huge publisher, and she helps people write books, and she helps them take into international bestsellers every single time. Natalie J. McQueen, dear friend of mine.
Thanks a
Drop
lot.
my
Can you
name,
spell
she'll
McQueen,
take care of
please?
you.
Can you spell McQueen, please?
Natalie J. McQueen.
MCQWEEN.
No. It's just like Steve McQueen. MCQUEEN. Just like the actor.
Okay, perfect.
Natalie J. McQueen, yes.
I sent you a LinkedIn request, Benjamin. I'll send you another name for a lady from New York that helps write stories, write books as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And that's what I love about this community we have here. Everybody is so good at helping each other out and sharing, and you guys are amazing. I can't thank you enough. This again is the World of Ability with World of Ability Podcast Network. I will make sure to have the link for this video in the chat here for all of you guys. Use as you would like, share it out. There's some golden nuggets going on in here. You guys are amazing. I truly appreciate your time. So until next week, as always, we thank you.